Greetings from Eastern Nigeria, Omochukwu. News update. Federal government of Nigeria is persecuting us because we rejected Islamization agenda. Ipob clarifies. Now, the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, has made their clarification public when they say that the federal government of Nigeria is persecuting, pursuing, hunting, demonizing, blackmailing the people of Biafrans, that's the Ipob members, because the Ipob rejected, in strong terms, they vehemently rejected the Islamization agenda of the federal government of Nigeria. The government want to Islamize the country, not just the Eastern Nigeria, but Nigeria. Yes, the fight or the jihad that the Ottoman Danfodio started, they want to complete it, or they wanted to complete it. So Ipob stood firm and rejected it vehemently. They said, look, we will not tolerate it, we will not allow, we will not condone. And so because of it, Ipob said they mounted a series of evil campaign, mischievous machinations campaign against the Ipob movement. Yes, they demonized the Ipob, they tried but they failed. Ipob counted their losses in the fight against this jihadist. Yes, because they stood firm to defend the territorial integrity of Eastern Nigeria. And so they counted their losses. In a statement More Powerful made public, I quote part of that statement. The federal government of Nigeria sponsored and sustained the persecution and media blackmail against Ipob and ESN targeted at our leader is a form of terrorism. Prior to the launch of ESN, Fulani terrorists called Hismen from the Sahel led siege on our territory. These beasts were running amok, raping, murdering, dismembering the body parts of their victims, killing our farmers. They literally took over our bushes and forests, and our people were living in fear of attack daily. Thank God that ESN operatives have successfully dislodged the terrorists out of our forests and bushes. As long as Ipob exists, the agenda to conquer and Fulanize our land will only remain a dream unfulfilled for the Fulani terrorists. We are no longer moved by their blackmail tactics because the federal government has never presented verifiable evidence of any crime against Ipob. But we can provide verifiable avalanche of evidence of murder, arson, abduction, torture, and extrajudicial executions against security agencies. Hundreds of families were made homeless in what could be referred to as state-sponsored terrorist attacks against innocent citizens. The desperation at which the federal government and its security agencies keep linking Ipob to their sponsored criminal activities in the southeast, while they keep blind eyes to the terrorist activities in the northern part, is an act of ethnic cleansing, which is the ethnic agenda of the Sokoto Caliphate. End of quote. And so, this is the statement of More Powerful, talking about the reason why they are being chased, blackmailed, demonized. And you say, look, that the federal government has no verifiable evidence of any crime committed by the Ipob or ESN, because he said, look, the ESN was there to do what? To stop the invasion of the Fulani terrorists, masquerading as herdsmen, who came from the Sahel to occupy. Occupation, that's what they come for. Said, and ESN have actually lived up to its bidding. He's elogizing ESN that they have done noble, that the reason why they were established, said they have fulfilled that. Said ESN have not disappointed in that regard. And today, these monsters, they say they are herdsmen, whereas they are terrorists, they are monsters. Okay, so they have been chased away from the forest of the Eastern Nigeria. And so Ipob is firmly reassuring the people that they are in charge, that they will continue to do everything humanly possible to protect the forest where these people go and occupy. Talking about the herdsmen, they are terrorists, but they say they are herdsmen. Alright, so the Ipob said their blackmail of the federal government is nothing to them any longer because it has not done anything. Ipob is waxing stronger here in Nigeria and the international communities. All efforts by the federal government of Nigeria to demonize them across the oceans, overseas, have failed woefully. It has met brick walls, and it will continue to fail because they have said it. Say the federal government has no evidence of any crime IPOB has committed. No evidence. Just blackmail. Just demonize them. Say all manner of evil things against them. That's what I'm saying. So when you proscribe them, oh, they are proscribed, they are now terrorists. The international community knows what is the truth there. They know that is blackmail. So they continue to carry evil propaganda against this IPOB. So what IPOB is saying is that they will continue, that ESN will continue to do their work, to do their job. They will not fear anybody, because what they are doing is to stop the invasion, stop the occupation of the Fulani, as they are being sent by the oligarchs. That is it. And so that fight to save and protect our people, that self-defense, will continue, because it's a self-defense. IPOB is not attacking anybody. We have seen it. We have watched their movement. Talking about ESN, they are not in offensive attacking. No, they are in their forest. They are not moving an inch outside the eastern region or the Biafran territory. No, they are in their own territory. And what they're doing is that the foreign invaders, those who are coming to attack, the assailants, the terrorists, masquerading as herdsmen or whoever coming to attack, to kill people, destroy lives and property, and government will not check them or arrest them. What ESN is doing is to stay back in their homes, in their villages, in these bushes, territory of Biafra, to say, no, go back, don't attack our people, we don't want that, we will not tolerate it, we will not submit to it. Go, you won't kill them, because we are here. That's what ESN has been doing, because we are unbiased, and we are seeing what is happening in eastern Nigeria, and what we are telling you is what is happening real. The ESN is there. They are not. If you go, you make your investigation of findings. The ESN is not making an inch out of eastern Nigeria or its Biafran territory. They are just there. So they are not migrating to anywhere to attack anybody or take an offensive. No, they are for defense. Defensive, to defend their own people, defend the women, because they are defenseless. They can't defend themselves. These people will come, pounce on them, rape, kill, destroy. If you see what they're doing, it's gory. It's a macabre of sort. And so they are there for defense. And the Ipob said they have lost houses, they have lost properties, they have lost, more importantly, human lives. People have lost their lives in this whole thing, in the part of the IPOB, because the occupation of the military, the brute force, the government is using on the IPOB, on ESN. They are not trying it where terrorists reign supreme, where activities of terrorists, bandits, herdsmen, terrorists were, in avalanche in northern Nigeria. Autumn has been saying it for several times. The former governor of Benue State declared them the herdsmen, declared them Buhari's kinsmen, Fulani herdsmen, declared them terrorists. Mieti Allah, Makban. Nobody is listening until their brother leaves office. So that is it. The ESN have been there, created to defend the people. And that IPOB said they will continue to do, even as they record some losses because of the brute force